Proud of you for transitioning, Rimshee. Hey, everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints Discord.
You're up!
I'm Jables. I have an unidentified spider. Chilling, trying to make a home on my mic stand.
Stubborn little guy.
Tried to flick him off and send him away. But he was too quick with his web, just like slinging himself back. So I guess he's staying.
Yeah. Jables is slinging cream, and this spider's slinging web.
Yeah. Yeah. Little Spider-Man dude. I'm gonna name him Petey.
The 90s Spider-Man cartoon had one of the best fucking theme songs.
Yeah. Oh. 90s Spider-Man, 90s X-Men.
Oh, especially 90s X-Men.
90s X-Men
The 90s.
fucking killed it.
The original Power Rangers theme.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey,
Yeah, we weren't here last week because I
Vampire,
wasn't
I'm gonna...
here.
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
Detroit getting shot. Vampire, I'm going to send you a picture of this spider. Maybe you can identify it.
He is small.
Just a small little baby one right now. I don't know what it'll grow up to be.
It's hard to tell from the photo. Like, the way it's positioned, the leg arrangement kind of reminds me of a crab spider, but it's a little more bulky than that.
Are you saying I have crabs?
I'm saying you might have a crab spider, but I don't think it's a crab spider.
Yeah, Vampire,
They-
I'm sending it to you on Discord. It's sending now.
They usually hang out on flowers.
I am out here in the country.
Yeah, like crab spiders end up being some of the most brightly colored ones because a lot of them spend a lot of time on flowers. Like, you'll have ones that are like really bright pink, so they can blend in with the flowers that they like to sit on
That's cute.
and ambush whatever flying insect stops to try and eat some stuff with the flower. It's like,
Yeah.
surprise, bitch! I had my cloaking device activated.
Thanks, Vampire. All right. Anywho. Oh, pretty sure I shook hands with a demon yesterday.
Oh, what makes you say that?
She was the president of an HOA.
Oh,
She's
very likely then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I catered an HOA ice cream social yesterday.
Was she nice or was she Karen?
She was nice.
Yeah, that might be the demon himself then. Or the devil himself.
Yeah, she was nice. Like, so when you hire one of our trucks to come around for your events and stuff, there's like a minimum payment sort of thing for what you're expecting. And then, because this is like I did one for the Cheney Fire Department a few weeks ago. Because it's like the fire department, there wasn't like a limit that was said. It's just like, fuck it, city's paying for it sort of thing.
Yeah.
But there was still a minimum. They didn't go over the minimum is like all of this ice cream up to the minimum. That's all paid for. That's what the minimum's for. But if you go over that, then you have to pay for everything past that. You know. The fire department didn't hardly even got close to the minimum. Then this HOA thing, those little kids were demons, constantly coming back for more. They were just like mowing down whatever ice cream they could get their hands on. It was like, nobody told me that it was just supposed to be one per person when I showed up, so I'm just like, fuck it. Here you go, kid. And then they're like, if kids start becoming too repeat offenders, you know, put them in place. I'm like, all right, cool. Which means all the kids were cut off, essentially, because they were all doing it.
Like they should be.
It's just like, nah, sorry. Parents stepped in. Nothing I can do. Take it up with them.
Hey, boo boo.
A lot of it was more
Hey,
because
boo-boo.
it was like, it was more like members of the HOA were paying for it, you know. One of the, like, the vice president of the HOA, the kid was just like straight up told all the kids, hey, if you've already had one, you're cut off. I'm like, cool, I don't have to be a bad guy? Great. And then one of the kids was like, well, what if we have money and we can pay for it ourselves? And then she was like, well, then you'd have to give the money to me, and I don't really feel comfortable with that. And I'm just like, they can just pay me directly, and I just won't mark it down as part of your guys' stuff. And she's like, oh, you'll do that? I was like, yeah. She's like, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's
So
like,
kids start
this
coming
is
up
an
with cash.
independent purchase.
Oh, I don't have to do paperwork? Done.
Yeah, no, kids just have the kids give me the cash, just buy it like usual. I won't mark it as part of your guys' stuff, and we're good. Yeah, and she's
Sure
like,
you're-
all right, that's perfect. Yeah.
I'm sure your boss didn't complain about that either.
No, of course not. Yeah, but but the president of the HOA was like, so their base was like 190. That was like their minimum that they paid for.
Mm-hmm.
That they were paying for. And then I was like, I was told to ask them, hey, do you have a cap that you want me to stop it at? You know, for how much we're giving out. And they're like, just let me know when it gets close to the 190. I'm like, cool. And it got close really quick. There were quite a few people there. And I was like, hey, it's pretty close. You're at about like 174 right now. And they're like, and then the president of the HOA came over. She's like, okay, let me know when it gets close to 250. I'm like, all right. And then like a half hour later, probably not even that, probably like 15 minutes later, I was there for only an hour. It was at like 2:44. It was at like 2:44, and I'm just like, hey, you're at about 2:44 right now, just letting you know. She's like, up it to 270. I'm like, all right, cool.
I don't care that it's
You're the
happening.
boss.
I just want to know.
Yeah, I don't want you guys mad at us because we overserved, you know. And so she was cool with the 270. Ended up leaving. Total was like 266. Yeah.
That's a lot of cream.
Yeah, it was. It was really good. I like doing those events because I just have to like mark tally marks on what people are getting, whether it's like the 151s, $3, $3.50, $4, $5, whatever. So I just have to do tally marks so I can just sit and chat with the people. It's a lot of fun. It sucks that it was an HOA because I'm anti-HOA. But
like, I generally am too, but I'm in one of those rare
I'm not
HOAs.
anti. Yeah,
I'm in
and
one
this
of those
might
rare...
be one of those.
Oh, what-
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
this might be
like-
one of those.
Yeah, in my HOA, it's purely, hey, you're paying for a water bill, effectively. You're paying to support the private roads we have. You're paying to support the common areas. Honestly, the water
Yeah.
alone takes care of a lot of that. Considering that we don't have to worry about rationing near as much as other people. Like, we pay for it, and it's a flat rate. But we could go up to, like, I don't know, it's a crazy amount. I forget what our maximum we can do is, but I have never reached the maximum, including when I accidentally left a sink running all night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's more matters like, you know, like, it's like, yeah, just,
And,
keep to yourselves,
then-
don't burn shit down.
Yeah. I cut down a tree without dealing with the HOA, and no one said shit. No one cared.
Yeah. Yeah. But HOAs are a lot like
not the rule.
HOAs are a lot like cops, though. You only hear about the bad ones.
Yeah. I'm very much normally against HOAs, but this HOA has made it pretty easy to deal with.
Yeah.
I just had a weird moment of oh shit, thinking it was almost the end of the month, and I look down at my clock on my computer and I see, oh, it's only the 6th.
Yeah.
Kinda wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be like the 26th or something like that. My sense of time is fucked.
My sense of time is fucked too.
I occasionally acknowledge its passage.
Well, with my current job, I've been working with weekends off for so long that now I have Wednesdays, Thursdays off. And I'm like, oh, I'll call this. It's fucking Saturday. I'll call this person, hang out. No,
Nope.
it's Wednesday, dude. it's your Wednesday. It's everybody's Wednesday. You just happen to have the day off. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because weekends now, especially, you know, kids being back in school.
Kids aren't back in school yet.
Yeah, they are here.
No, they don't. It's late August, early September around here.
Mm. Yeah, most around here it's like you get out at the end of May and you start to head back in around August. Towards the end
around here, you get off. School's let out between the beginning and mid of June. So.
It's not a universal thing because you have some,
Yeah,
year-round type schools where you only get like 2 weeks in the summer.
yeah. There's a comedian, Dan Soder, that talked about his school. Instead of having like a long summer break, they would have like just a shorter summer break, but they'd also have like a fall break, a longer winter break, and like a decent length spring break. So it's kind of like, yeah. Yeah, where I went to school, you got out first week of June, went back last week of August, first week of September-ish, depending on how the calendar landed.
Yeah, it's still around 2 months or so.
which is awesome. When you're a kid, 2 months that's a year.
Pretty
Especially
much.
with, summer days, where the sun stays out longer and it just seems to last a lot longer.
Oh yeah. My work days are getting shorter and shorter because the sun's going down earlier. It's actually pretty interesting to like. I am doing a thing that is based on when the sun goes down, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and so my work days are gradually getting just a little shorter, like every day.
Oh, man, I saw the first ice cream truck in my neighborhood in a long time earlier.
hmm
And it was DIY ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Like, it was basically just like a van that had like a bus door on one side,
Nice.
and the dude's got like a neon green fucking 5-gallon bucket like right in front of the bus door for some reason. And he looks kind of sketchy, and I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Like, he clearly did all the decals himself because they're all uneven and shit.
Yeah. See, my boss was smart about it. He put he got like the actual stickers for all the stuff that we have, and he put them on magnets. So when we run out of something, we can just take the magnet off the side and
See, that's smart.
yeah. Yeah, until one like flies off because you're driving down the freeway.
Yeah, that happens.
Which that happened once. And that might not even be the reason. He might have just lost that magnet. We just noticed that like one thing didn't sell any of them. It was like a little strawberry lemonade Minute Maid sorbet thing. And
Oh, that
we didn't
sounds
sell a
nice,
single one
actually.
that whole day. Turns out the magnet wasn't on the side the entire day. Might have lost the magnet. Might have flown off on the freeway because I was going on the freeway and stuff that day. I don't know.
Reminds me of them, like, you guys ever have those like little Italian ice cups back in the day?
Yeah.
Those things are awesome.
Yeah. Oh. During that little ice cream social, there was this chick that was just like a total cunt.
Of course.
After I was told to like start cutting kids off and stuff, these 3 kids came up. Apparently they hadn't gotten any ice cream yet, so I don't know. My bad. There were a ton of kids there. Kind of hard to keep track.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like later in my time being there, so I just assumed like all the kids had some. But they had actually gone home to get money, and then came back and then found out that it was free for them. And
they were trying to be good boys and girls.
Yeah, which I appreciate. I found out after they had left that that's what happened. And so like I see the main thing that I see is I see a kid with a bunch of cash in her hand. And I'm like, okay, they're coming for seconds. That's why there's cash, because they know that they have to pay now. That was my thought. And so they ask for some stuff, and then I'm like, all right, that'll be this much. It's like $12. And this one chick in this group of 3 kids is just like, pretty sure it's free because we live here. Okay. if I didn't want to keep good relations with this for my boss, if I owned this truck, I'd say no ice cream now. Fuck all three of you. But I don't own
I
this
would
ice cream
judge
truck.
the other kids based on how they reacted to her statement.
They were taken a little aback by it, so I was a lot more cool with it. The girl with
no
the money
ice cream
in
for
hand
her, then.
actually, the girl with the money in hand actually like looked down at it and was like about to start counting it out, and then this chick was just a cunt. There's a nicer way to say that. Like, oh, we haven't gotten any ice cream yet. We just we went home to get some cash, and like we didn't know that it was for free earlier. We haven't gotten any yet.
Yeah.
No, not. Pretty sure it's free because we live here. Pretty sure it's not free. Your parents are paying for it, for one thing. And I was told by some parents to cut some kids off. So
It's like, hey, look. It's like when I do this wind-up motion with my one hand, it makes my finger do a funny trick.
oh, are you talking about the classic little da da na 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 na.
Go with the old ones.
Oh. I need to bitch.
Okay, hold on. Before you bitch, you want me to tell the story about how a lady almost called the cops on me the other day?
Yes, I did want to hear.
Sure.
Before you go into your bitch.
Maybe
So
it'll
I'm out
fuel it.
there slinging creams. Huh? Yeah. It might. So I'm out there in a neighborhood slinging creams and stuff. And you know, it's like roughly evening time, dinner time ish. Good time to sell ice cream. And I'm going up this street, and the sun's like in a position where it's like right in my eyes. I can't really see exactly what's going on in front of me. I can just see like the silhouette of a woman just like standing in the road in front of the truck. And I'm coming up, and I'm stopping because she's not like moving to the side or anything. I'm like, some people are just dumb like that. They just stand like right in front of the truck. Or they'll do an annoying thing where as I'm trying to pull over to them, they'll start walking towards the truck so I can't fully pull over. Fucking hate that shit. And like she's doing something, and then I see like she has her phone in her hand. And I'm like, okay, taking video of an ice cream truck. A lot of people do that because they just don't see an ice cream truck often. They're like, I didn't even know ice cream trucks were still going around. And she walks up to my window, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, you need to turn that fucking shit down. I'm a nurse. I go to bed at 7:30 p.m. And you need to turn that fucking shit down, or I'm going to call the cops. I'm like, okay.
Do it.
By the way, I looked at the time. It was 6:45. She still had 45 minutes before she actually goes to bed. It's not like I'm going to be playing the music in front of her house for the next 3 hours or something.
Yeah, I'd honestly have a hard time not telling her. Do it.
My brain.
I just
My brain went to a really dark place.
once again, if I owned the ice cream truck, and if I could, I would have turned it up louder and just say, call the cops. Because it's a fucking ice cream truck. The cops are going to come up and be like, hey, she called us, so we had to come out. But fuck
But
that
since
bitch.
we're here, can we get some ice
That's
cream?
what. Yeah,
Again, like
I
that's
would've-
that's
yeah,
nicer than what I would have said.
yeah. But because I have to be non-confrontational because it's not my ice cream truck, I turned it down a bit, and then I kept moving. And the thing is, within 45 minutes, I'm going through this giant neighborhood. I'm going to be far enough away she's not even going to notice the music anymore by the time she goes to bed. In fact,
Assuming you're even in that neighborhood anymore.
she just made me in that area longer by stopping me. Nobody else on that road nobody on that road. Like, the shape of the neighborhood is weird. There's a lot of weirdly shaped roads that curve around and stuff like that. So I was going to be close by for like a good, I don't know, like 15 minutes maybe. And then I was going to go off to this other adjacent neighborhood thing and just be over there for like a good 20 minutes. And then I was going to go home. Because the sun goes down so early, we end our shit. We head back at 8. We shut everything down at 8. So she would have lost a half hour at most. I'm not. Wait, no. She's just a selfish cunt.
Yeah. I
I
said,
mean, for all we know, she was having a bad day that day. Maybe one of her patients or a couple of her patients bit it. Still.
Oh, she was drunk.
oh,
Yeah, then maybe one of her
Yeah,
patients
I
bit it.
left. I left. Who? It's 6:40. It was at the time she stopped. I only remember this because she said I go to bed at 7:30, and I looked at the time and I was like, 6:45. What does that have to do with anything?
What's that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Yeah. And then, yeah, and
it's a lot nicer than what came in my head.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I think she was just drunk. I think that's it. She's drunk, Karen.
Yeah, honestly,
It's amazing
that's
how
possible.
many old women don't want to see children happy. It baffles me.
Well, if she's a nurse and she's drunk and she's saying she has to go to bed at 7:30 and it's 6:45, I'd say chances are pretty good that she had a bad day at work, like she lost a patient or something. That doesn't seem
She could
unreasonable.
probably use an ice cream.
Hold on, let me finish. That doesn't seem unreasonable as a reason behind what's going on. She's still absolutely batshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you going to come out of your fucking house and start filming the ice cream truck?
Oh yeah. Hey, well, the other thing I thought about is the sun was like directly behind her. If she shows that picture to the cops, they're going to see the sun reflecting off my windshield. It's early enough in the evening for me to be running an ice cream truck. It's not a big deal. But yeah, as I was thinking about, because it's like, that's also like the last hour of my shift. So I'm like, do I want to deal with the cops? Yes or no?
Oh no. No!
cool with doing it. I'm not sure if I want to. I just sort of had that internal battle for a bit. Yeah.
Jables, come back.
Come back.
No, we lost him.
Mm.
Well, this is awkward.
We have.
There he
I'm back.
is. Ah,
Yeah.
somehow it's
yeah.
not as bad as the actual song.
I love John Tron's version. It's very fun. The music video is cool too.
Huh. So yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Asian-
everybody, I got my soundboard back. Fuck you guys. All right. What was the last thing you guys heard me saying?
Basically, do I really want to deal with the cops right now? Not really.
Yeah. Even though it could be fun because I'm really good at talking to cops, and I'm just driving an ice cream truck, so I know I'm not going to be in any trouble. Yeah. Whole debate went on, but I was like, it's the end of my shift. Fuck it. I'm just gonna.
It's like you might have seen a drunk Karen go to the fucking jail for arguing with police.
Harassing an
That's
ice cream
always
man.
worth the call.
You know, I didn't even think that she could possibly get arrested for harassing an ice cream man. That would be hilarious. Because you're not going
But
to
then
bed
again-
at 7:30. They gotta put you through all sorts of booking and stuff like that. And yeah,
But then again, you also got to think about, do I really want to inflict this cunt on unsuspecting policemen?
and also, not my company. Need to be nice. If I owned the ice cream truck, yeah, I don't give a fuck at that point.
Yeah, become
If I own
Rupert
it, I'm-
Grint.
If I own it,
Yeah.
I'm going to say shit that would absolutely get me fired.
Yeah. Well, my boss recently fired somebody for being confrontational with customers. It's like, how? How are you so confrontational with customers that you get fired from selling ice cream?
It's a pretty chill gig, my guy.
Yeah, you drive around, people give you money, you give them ice cream. Done.
It's like
Yeah,
you don't
you-
even
you
have to
do
drive
like-
that
you do-
fast.
You don't drive fast at all. That's the whole thing. You actually go really slow.
That's what I would say. It's like if like for some reason I had my own ice cream truck, I wouldn't like play the traditional fucking like ice cream tunes. I would have fucking Wars Lowrider on a loop.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 6, slinging cream.
Oh, speaking of driving slow, there's this guy that pissed me off the other day. He's always late getting out of his house. And so like I know where his house is. And I went extra slow coming up to his house. I went almost stopped in front of his house. And then I kept going extra slow after his house. And then he still didn't catch me until I was like, the road is like it's like a U shape sort of thing.
Mhm.
So I was just like, just going around the thing. I'm just going extra slow. And his house is about here. Stop. And then extra slow. And then I pulled over because I needed to check something with the inverter. And then that's when I saw him walking down the sidewalk and like waving me down. And then so like I turned around, drove back up to his house because he needed to grab his wallet from inside still. And then he came back out. He's like, "Hey, you should really slow down around here. There's lots of kids in this neighborhood, you know." And I'm like, going pretty slow in the first place because you are a slow fuck. And there's also kids on that corner that 75% of the time buy ice cream, so I make sure to go slow for them too. I didn't say that out loud. I was like, I just said, I'm already driving pretty slow. Like, but I'll slow down extra for you next time. And then he gave me like a $3 tip. So like, I'm just gonna stop in front of his house for like a good full minute next time.
My whole thing is like, how much time does it take motherfucker to get out the door? Like, brother.
It takes as long as it does for me to get to like the other end of the U, essentially.
Well, I'm just saying,
Like
like,
at the
in my
very
case,
least,
it's like,
lean
you know,
out and go.
if I'm
Yeah.
in my house and like,
No,
I
but
really
Rimshee. He came out to wave me down when I already passed his house, and then still had to go back inside to get his wallet.
I know.
He doesn't walk slow. He walks regular speed too. He's not like that old.
You know what this
I'm
tells
just
me?
saying, you're like, what the fuck
He's
are you
retarded?
doing in there?
No, he's not retarded. He's just. I gotta put my pants back on.
I gave him so much time. I blare that music. So here, I'll
Alright, fine then. Here's the reality. I gotta finish and then put my pants back on.
Yeah, one second.
Maybe I'll put the watermelon back in the microwave after this.
That's a big ass microwave.
No, here.
It's not a
I'll
whole
share.
watermelon. And they make small ass watermelons, so it's not like it's that crazy.
Hey, you know, like, if it's me, you know, like, if I hear the ice cream truck and I decide I want some fucking ice cream, it's like, one, my wallet is on the table right in front of me, so I have to go fucking looking for that. And two, it's like, I'm just gonna walk right out the door. Like, the whole fucking neighborhood around here has seen me with my fucking gut and man tits walking around outside. I don't give a shit. I ain't putting a shirt on.
Yeah, if I see an ice cream truck driving around my neighborhood, I'm grabbing my gun. Because someone is trying to sneak in some recon.
Or it's just like,
Okay.
You walk up and it's like it's an actual ice cream man. It's like, give me all the strawberry shortcake bars right now.
So, in live show prep, I sent you guys a screenshot of where this is. I don't want to give away like where this guy lives or anything like that, so please don't bring it up on screen, Rimshee. So I start my route in this area is at the that little bottom tip of this triangle thing. And I start blaring my music before I even get there. And I'm just
It's
blaring
Jensen.
my music going
Jensen's
really.
the guy. Got it.
Yeah. Hey, that guy's really nice. His wife is really nice. They tip me well. So, come on, chill out. So I drive really slow up this whole right side, this like longer right side road. Starts with Fox.
Yeah. The
And
wiggly
then-
wibbly road.
Yeah. And then I turn left onto this next one. The guy's house is the second one that would be on your left if you're driving down that road, that direction, you know? It's the second house on the inside of the triangle.
Hmm.
And I
House.
I drive up this whole long road blaring this music, driving real slow. And then I turn this corner and I drive a little extra slow for him. And then I stop. And I still keep driving I stop for like 5 or 6 seconds. And then I continue to drive extra slow the rest of the way to the corner. And then when I make it to the corner is when he gets out. And it's like, dude, you heard me when I was at the bottom tip. I guarantee it. Because that shit's loud.
Like I said, he's got to finish, clean up, and button up before he can go outside.
The music is the only way he can come, so he tries to really whack it out.
It's like, oh, here it comes. I need this.
Not only that, I'm in this area at roughly the same time every Sunday. This should be more about you expecting it than me driving slower.
Apparently, we've lost video.
What?
What?
Double check on your end, because I'm getting an error.
Yeah. Dude.
I still see you
Sorry,
guys.
I don't have the stream pulled up. I just have the chat up. Pull up the stream, I guess. By the way, is anybody chatting on YouTube?
I was gonna say,
No.
where have we lost video? Twitch or YouTube?
Twitch.
Now I have an ad.
Okay, opening. No, we definitely
Yeah,
have no. We have no video.
Totally no video. It has that little Twitch warning message thing.
Alright, well, I'm going to stop
Um,
the stream and restart it.
Yeah, we're completely
Oh,
offline.
no.
It's not just no video. I don't hear any audio either.
Yeah. I'm keeping the recording
Man.
going, so for anyone currently watching, or currently watching this on VOD, I should say, this is the part that's not included in the stream.
Yeah, so you guys got all that story exclusive to you. Donate to our Patreon that we don't have. Subscribe on Twitch.
Alright, I'm gonna try starting it up again.
Wait, hold on. Was YouTube still working? That's the question.
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
Ah, damn. Why does Alicia have to be watching One Piece right now? Fuck.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Alright, we got... I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know if... We're getting something on YouTube, but on Twitch, I think we're still having issues.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back on Twitch, but YouTube's not working again.
YouTube sucks for stuff like this.
Yeah. Oh well, at least we're back on Twitch. Hello, Twitch!
And we are very delayed on Twitch.
Yep. Waiting to see how delayed we are.
That'll be a good measure.
Yeah, when I clicked audio, it's
Only a
like
few seconds.
it was the rocket ship.
Yeah, no more than a few seconds. Oh well, YouTube gets fucked this time around.
That's okay. YouTube gets the VOD. So
Yeah, well, I've got the VOD recorded anyway. We'll go ahead and upload that anyway.
yeah. Yeah. So, Vampire, you can check out all the juicy trash we were talking about you while we were offline.
I'm gonna go ahead
Alright.
and
Had some technical difficulties, but hopefully things hold up for now.
Wait, hold on. Check.
stopwatch. I am going to do a thing, and here, let's go.
Empire
Start the
says zilch
stopwatch.
on the
Let's see how long
tube.
that
Sound is
takes.
about 10 to 15 seconds. Thank you,
Yeah,
Vampire.
we're checking this out.
Hold on.
Oh, it's more than 10 to 15 seconds, that's for sure. I can tell right now.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. This is We're Testing Latency. Welcome to Left Saints Discord. That'll be a good measure.
$37 seconds.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep, that's quite a bit.
That's a lot more than usual, Vampire. That's... Alright.
Yeah, the video latency is about 37 seconds.
Wait, is there a difference between audio and video latency?
It should be spliced together, but I can't unmute it to find out. Otherwise, we're gonna get echoes on the stream.
Okay. No, so it was about 5 seconds for me with the stream. Like right after you said that, and then I asked, I unmuted it. And it was about like 5, maybe 10 seconds.
All right, I'm refreshing.
You what? Hold on. Yeah. Really.
All right,
You do a
now it's
thing.
like 3 seconds. We're good again.
I hate you.
All right, now it's like 15 seconds for me.
Why does that not surprise me, Vampire? Boogly boogly, I'm a
Check
silly
1 2
fool.
2 1 check.
Boogly boogly, I'm a
Check
silly
1 2
fool.
2 1.
Yeah, it was matched
You know
up
what?
for me. I don't know.
I was just trying to be slightly funny. You guys are getting butthurt, so I'm gonna go further down the rabbit hole. Go fuck yourselves.
I love having that in my back pocket.
It took me a second to remember what that was.
I still don't remember what that was. I asked Rimshee earlier, and then he ran off to like take care of it.
I don't remember either.
Something.
I
No,
just
we-
remember what was gonna come next. And no, I
He
will
was
not say it.
He was trying to explain himself about Voyager, and we were fucking with him.
Oh, okay. Oh, so Vampire got a commercial, and now it's matching. I guess commercials do fix things.
I mean, I guess that means that we should play another commercial. Sorry, Vampire, you're getting another 60-minute one.
This episode brought to you by Arizona Hard Tea.
The fact
It's
that we
Arizona
can
tea with
the
booze.
fact that we can read it is kind of cool.
Can you? Sorry, I didn't even actually look at it on screen.
Yeah. If you hold it right, it'll show the lettering. Yeah. See?
Yeah. Nice. Even with the green screening.
Yeah.
Cool. These taste exactly like the actual Arizona teas, by the way. Really dangerous. Be careful out there. Drink responsibly. I'm glad the Arizona Tea Company is getting back to its roots with the alcohol.
Which
And
is funny.
yeah.
Oh,
No, they're really good.
Yeah.
They're not overly priced. We're not being paid for this at all. I'm just a big fan of Arizona Tea. I love how that company runs. I love everything that they've done to keep things as cheap as possible. They're not cutting quality on the product. They're just cutting like how much
Profit.
aluminum they use. Yeah, they're cutting profit, and they're cutting like how much aluminum they use, or they only run the trucks at night because it saves them on fuel and other things like that. And yeah. So yeah.
I mean, they own
Arizona
their
Tea
buildings,
fucks
they
hard.
own their machines. Yeah.
Yeah,
They have also.
they own everything. They're debt free, and it's just, let the profits trickle
They have,
in.
s-
You
they
don't
have
need a flood.
slightly reduced the can sizes.
But that's because they had this by like an ounce.
Yeah, they're 22-ounce cans now.
Yeah, or 15s if you get them from Costco.
Yeah.
They have a new variety
This is the same size
recently
as
I
your
tried.
regular. This is the same size as a regular Arizona Tea can. I don't know why it focuses on the hard so much.
It's because it's
Because it's hard.
Or maybe hard.
No, yeah, this is a 20. This is a 22-ounce can. They used to be 24-ounce cans, but they had to cut down on the amount of aluminum that they used in order to keep it 99 cents. Well, in order to keep the regular teas 99 cents,
Still
they
a
had to cut
fantastic
down on how
value
much aluminum they
proposition.
used. So they took out 2 ounces of fluid because of the can size had to be reduced just a little bit.
Yeah, still
And
a fantastic value proposition.
As the president and CEO of that company said, the reason why we're keeping it 99 cents is because we have no debt. We own our own facilities. We own everything. And it's kind of our way of giving back, is keeping it 99 cents.
Yeah. They're not 99 cents anymore where I'm at, but
Yes, but that is on the store, not on them. They
I think
sell
it's
it
also down to the
sto-
state.
Yeah, there might be like a state sugar tax or something that might impact that a bit. But they sell it to stores for well under 99 cents. So stores can sell it at 99 cents and still make profit.
So if your store's not selling it for 99 cents, it's not
With
the
the
company,
exclusion,
it's
if-
the store.
like washing, like what? Well, not even all of.
Well, it's
Washington.
either the taxes or
Or
the
see-
store, one of the two.
Yeah, it's either taxes or the store.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was $1.10 because there was like a 10% sales tax.
Again, like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like, when I picked one up recently at a Speedway, it was like $1.29.
That's not terrible.
It was one of their new varieties too. It was like a blueberry white tea.
Nice. That actually sounds really good.
It's got a really light flavor to it.
Okay.
But it was refreshing.
By the way, yeah, Vampire, if you haven't seen it, you should watch the Fat Electrician's video on Arizona Tea. It's a great video, and I learned a lot about the company, and I gained a lot of respect for the company. I already respected them enough as is. I just like, all right.
He's also got excellent
boss.
videos on Waffle House and Little Caesars.
Yeah, Little Caesars was really interesting.
The fact that like every Little Caesars actually makes fresh dough in the restaurant because that's the cheapest way to do it.
The fact that
I
Little
enjoyed his
Caesars
Taco
a
Bell
dick joke.
episode.
I haven't seen the Taco Bell one yet.
Well, did you know that Taco Bell was started by a Marine? I didn't until I watched that.
I did see the Taco Bell one.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
titled like fast food's biggest troll, Taco Bell.
Yeah. The B in HEB
What was
stands for butt. Yeah.
Wait, wasn't Little Caesars also started by a Marine?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Little Caesar is just a dick joke between him and his wife.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is the most Marine fucking thing.
No comment.
Yeah. By the way,
So I
sir,
said
what is
for
it
it.
you wanted to bitch about anyway?
Oh, God. Now my
Did the
mood
time
has
pass?
to go down.
No,
No,
we don't have to.
no, I
Time
can
has
bitch
passed,
about
time has
this.
passed.
No,
Cool.
I'm
Alright.
still mad. I'm still mad. So, I saw the trailer to Starfleet Academy.
Oh yeah, the Jem'Hadarette.
We'll get to it. Because there's a lot that I have to say about that trailer.
Oh, what? I have not
There's a-
seen the trailer.
There's a female.
I didn't even know it was a
Jem'Hadar
thing.
in
No,
the trailer.
no.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
There's no female Jem'Hadar. I didn't painstakingly go through all of DS9 to not know that there's no female Jem'Hadar.
Well,
Not-
obviously they didn't
Oh, it's
go
even
through
worse,
DS9.
Jables. It's even worse.
It wasn't painstaking either. I lied to Sir a couple of times about how many episodes I watched, but it's
It's not just that this is a female Jem'Hadar, which again is not a thing. That's not how that works. It's never how
would
that works.
no, that's not how their entire species works.
It would take severe genetic modification of the species in order to make that work.
But here's the even better part. Not only is this Jem'Hadar female, she's fucking overweight.
No, the Jem'Hadar are like supposed to be specifically biologically engineered, like super beings that are also drugged up on
They
top
are
of that.
bred for combat.
And drugged up on
That is
top of
what they
that to make
do!
them. They're drugged up on top of that to make them compliant.
Well, when they did the severe genetic modification, obviously they decided to add the fat gene.
Well, like that's the other thing too. Is like it's not just a compliance thing either.
Hold on, let me.
Because Ketracel White, the drug that they've been bioengineered to be addicted to, also gives them all of their nutrients. They physically cannot survive without it.
Again, severe genetic modification.
I just realized I didn't know how to spell Jem'Hadar. Oh, I did it right. Okay, cool.
It's, fucking
All I'm
white
getting
baby.
is a bunch of. Okay, so I googled it real quick, and all I'm getting is a bunch of videos on YouTube that are saying There are no female Jem'Hadar. This is not Star Trek.
Also, the makeup job is fucking terrible.
Wait, what? Okay. Oh. I'm
I
just looking
love
at
how in
images.
denial you were at first when you posted that.
No.
So in denial.
No.
It was so entertaining.
Wait,
yeah,
he
'cause, like-
posted it where?
No, another server, Eru, was the one that posted it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were so in denial.
Well, no, because, like, I looked at it,
It could
and
be.
I'm like,
It could be somebody at a con.
because Eru posted the picture, I said, I don't even know what species she's supposed to be. And then I followed that up with, like, don't tell me she's a Jem'Hadar. And then Rimshee did the
She
pointing
has
upward
hair.
finger. I'm like, oh, fuck off!
She has hair.
Like, Jem'Hadars can have hair. They can.
It's usually a horseshoe right underneath their head nubs.
And it's usually pretty ratty looking, but...
It can be straight.
Because
I'm seeing two different pictures. One it's in a bun, the other one it's straight. So
the makeup just looks terrible, for one. It's so bad.
well, it's it looks like it was easier makeup because she's going to be involved a lot and talking a lot. There are no female Jem'Hadar though.
No, they literally do not exist. They never existed.
They were baffled by females when they went to Deep Space Nine.
Like, they are literally...
Is she like the offspring of like a
I think...
of like a Jem'Hadar and like fuck.
I can't confirm this.
What's the name of this? What's the name of the species? Deep Space Nine was right off the planet of. I forget. Crap.
Bajorans?
Oh, Bajorans?
Yeah. Is this like a Jem'Hadar and Bajoran mix sort of thing going on?
I cannot confirm this, but I heard someone in a live stream apparently say that she's supposed to be a cross between a Jem'Hadar and a Klingon?
Like,
I can't confirm that, though. Even still,
the ridges
Jem'Hadar can't breed.
The ridges make a lot more sense. Maybe that hasn't. They're not.
yeah, the
they're not
Jem'Hadar
created
are
to
not
breed.
equipped to breed.
They
don't
are
have
mass. They are mass hatched / cloned.
Yeah.
Breeding was never intended with them. They don't need to breed. They're an entirely
don't
manufactured species.
They don't need to breed. Doesn't mean they can't breed.
Yeah, but why would the founders equip them to breed? What purpose would that serve?
To infiltrate enemy camps. I'm
Like,
just
even if
devil's
she is-
advocating over here.
Even if she is a hybrid, she still looks mostly like a fucking Jem'Hadar. Like anyone that fought in the fucking Dominion War or has studied the Dominion War would like look at this bitch and it's like, oh, wow, you look suspiciously like those reptilian people that killed a whole bunch of people in the Alpha and Beta quadrants.
Yeah, and also, nobody on Bajor has big tits. And none of the Jem'Hadar have tits at all.
They say like,
Have
this
you
is
seen
only
a big titted
one...
Bajoran?
Not that I can immediately remember.
There's none. Trust me. I've looked.
Honestly, it looks
Why I
like
would
the
never go there.
Jem'Hadar are capable of
There
those
was never a
head ridges.
Bajoran equivalent to Ezri Dax, let's put it that way.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Because Jables would have
Hey.
paused and rewound.
Repeatedly.
That was still so fucking funny.
That was a very funny moment. And did I do it partially for the bit, partially for myself? Yes.
But only decided that was the case after the fact.
Oh no, I knew it was going to be. I was already in like jokey commentary on the whole thing mood. It was 100% for myself. Sorry, it was 98% for myself, 2% for the bit.
It
I
just
just knew.
caught you off guard.
Yeah, I hey, listen. Caught me off guard. As I was doing it, I knew it was going to be funny. But I was doing it for me, and I was also at the point where we'd already been watching DS9 for so long that day that I was just letting all of my thoughts fly and just doing whatever I wanted while watching it. So,
Honestly, I'm doing a wee bit of research. It looks like those head ridges could potentially occur on a Jem'Hadar. The way the head ridges come to a point at the back could theoretically occur in a Jem'Hadar. Just doesn't seem likely. So, if they're trying to go for a Klingon Jem'Hadar hybrid, first off, with what penis? Second off,
we don't know that they don't have
looks like
penises.
a Jem'Hadar.
She looks like a
They don't.
Jem'Hadar, but she's not. She's even in these images, she's I don't know how to describe the posture. Stern but relaxed.
In charge.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. She's a member of the
Oh my
Academy.
god, someone
She's
did
like part
do
of the
a
staff.
Someone found a close-up of her suit. It's the Klingon Empire emblem all down the front, it looks like.
So
Yeah.
that might confirm that she's part Klingon, but then again, it's like, I don't really see much of the Klingon.
The smoother top of the head, I think, looks slightly Klingon-ish if you want to go that route. And the
Again,
nose ridges.
with what penis?
I don't want to get
We don't know
stuck
that they
on
don't
this.
have penises.
I don't want to get stuck on this bitch for too long, because I have other problems with this trailer.
Oh, I'm just saying, we're all Star Trek nerds. So
Yeah.
you brought this to the wrong people if you didn't want to get stuck on this for too long.
Bottom line, she should not fucking exist.
As
far as we know, okay, I'm gonna be a little devil's advocate on this. We don't know that the Jem'Hadar don't have penis.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
Yep.
Okay. Sir, you keep going with whatever you're doing. I'm gonna Google search that real quick.
He just has to know now.
Yeah.
But
It changes a lot in how I'm going to defend this or not.
I'm not defending it. It's a fucking ass pull. Regardless of what they come up, it's a fucking ass pull.
All right.
It's fucking Alex Kurtzman once again not giving a fuck
So-
about Star Trek and not respecting anything that came before.
So the AI response is it's not explicitly stated whether or not they have penises. Their male gender and
Jem'Hadar as a
creation and birthing
species-
chamber strongly suggests they possess necessary biological structures for reproduction. Oh, this has been fucking... This AI overview has been fucked with by the fucking new canon that they're dropping with the female Jem'Hadar. Fuck.
Yep.
Fuck.
They're
Everything I'm finding is talking about this new female Jem'Hadar. Fuck this shit. I need to go DuckDuckGo, not Google.
Yep, because like at least until recently, it might have been changed now, but until recently, Memory Alpha, the fucking official Star Trek wiki, still had listed that Jem'Hadar are exclusively male. I imagine that'll be changed by an admin real fucking soon.
Doesn't change the fact. No, I want to know if they have penises. I don't care if they're exclusively male. I want to know whether or not they have penises. Different.
So according to Memory Alpha, Jem'Hadar were generated in birthing chambers or hatcheries. Their growth cycle was accelerated such that they reach full maturity only 3 days after emergence. They do not procreate naturally, and their species consisted solely of males.
Yeah, so even if, according to the old canon, even if they did have dicks, they're shooting blanks.
Yeah.
They were never intended to breed. Anyway. So, again, it's just...
Hold up. Nope. Hold up. They do not procreate naturally. I think that's... Do they not procreate naturally with other Jem'Hadar? Because, yes, you can't have butt babies. But... there's... I'm devil's advocating too hard. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
The whole point cannot procreate naturally. Okay? So, here's the thing. It's like, Klingons...
So she's a natural abomination. I get it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's like, Klingons can procreate naturally with humans. They can procreate naturally with Vulcans. We've seen hybrids and shit before. Jem'Hadar cannot procreate naturally. They are incapable. They were never designed for that.
Okay.
Hell, my AI overview says this. Jem'Hadar as a species do not have biological reproductive capabilities. They were genetically engineered by the Dominion to be solely warriors and lack the biological processes for reproduction or even the need for food, sleep, or other typical biological functions. Their existence is maintained by the biochemical enzyme Ketracel white, and they are not known to have any form of sexual differentiation or reproduction. Therefore, they would not possess penises or other reproductive organs. And I specifically looked up, do Jem'Hadar have penises?
That's what I looked up too, and it's not explicitly stated whether they have penises.
Well, I did say, do Jem'Hadar have penis, not penises.
But as you said, like, that was a Google modification in light of this stupid horse shit with Starfleet Academy.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's an AI overview, so it's taking in all the new information as well. So.
And if you go to the first post under it is a question about female Jem'Hadar on Reddit.
Yeah, on Reddit.
5 years ago.
Yeah, on r/STO. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so she should not fucking exist. Again, Alex Kurtzman doesn't give a fuck about Star Trek. He doesn't care about the lore. He doesn't care about anything that came before what he's doing. He has publicly stated that Star Trek to him is just a platform for getting the message out. He has publicly stated that.
Never been that.
That's how he views Star Trek.
Technically, it has been that for a long time. The difference is Roddenberry was better at getting the message out in an entertaining way.
Well, no, because Roddenberry didn't do message first. He did world first. That included the message.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he didn't do message
Roddenberry.
first, but message was there. Intentionally.
Roddenberry wasn't responsible for most of what we know as televised Star Trek. Yeah, he was responsible for the original series and like the first season of TNG. But after that, it's
Yeah.
the Berman era. Berman was responsible for the rest of TNG, for Deep Space Nine, and
Yeah.
Voyager, despite my misgivings with that show.
Well, but a lot of where Roddenberry slowed everything down in the first season of TNG was because he didn't want inner ship conflict. Like, he didn't want conflict within the members on the ship. And I think that really, and I think when he left, having that interpersonal conflict really helped the show.
Because
Well, yeah,
you're
like-
never
Still
going to
human.
have people who are perfectly agreeable with each other. It just won't happen.
Yeah.
Deep
And
Space
they're still
Nine would
human.
not have happened under Roddenberry.
No.
Oh, absolutely not. Roddenberry
Not even
hated
remotely.
Deep Space Nine.
Because, I get wanting to be an optimist, but part of the reason why Deep Space Nine is my favorite is because it shows it's like, yeah, it's not all optimism, it's not all idealism and sunshine and rainbows. When you have an intergalactic organization the size of the Federation, you have to do some dirty shit to keep that stuff balanced. It's just inevitable.
Especially when you're in a contested zone, dealing with a black hole. It's where things just come in and out every once in a while.
Like, some people you can't negotiate with.
Yeah, they deal with a lot of terrorists. We don't know. We're Americans. We don't negotiate with terrorists. We just
At
let them
all.
have Twitch streams.
In the case of the Jem'Hadar don't negotiate. They're biologically engineered not to.
The one time where there was negotiation at all with a Jem'Hadar was literally the whole point of the show was this is an exceedingly rare abnormality.
Don't you do it. Well, it was because
Stopped it 1 second in.
when they
Don't
were like
make me-
those instances where like they were like kind of like negotiating with Cisco, and it was like because they were extremely low on the white, and like they
Yeah.
were starting to go into withdrawal, they were starting to rebel.
You know what? Colonizing wasn't that bad.
But under normal circumstances, the Jem'Hadar just do exactly what they're told.
Yeah.
Because
And
of
again, that
I
one
say,
case where they
fuck the
negotiated
kids.
was an exceeding outlier.
And then, like, you had the interesting thing where, like, they started creating Jem'Hadar in the Alpha Quadrant, and the Alphas considered themselves superior to the original Gamma Quadrant versions of the Jem'Hadar, and that started to cause some chafing within the ranks.
By the way, good night, Vampire. Don't know if you already went to bed.
Yeah, it's been a while, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm just thinking. I'm gonna go back in. I told my mom we were gonna be done around 6. I'm gonna go back in. Sorry, we got into a big discussion about the Jem'Hadar.
Well, yeah, like, there's another thing. There's another thing that I have to bring up, a couple other things I have to bring up in this trailer. One of them
Yep.
that I know is going to piss Jables off because it pissed me off real bad. Okay, for one thing, at the start of the trailer, we have a captain. This captain, she's the head of Starfleet Academy.
Okay.
A captain.
Wait.
Jables, you remember that episode of TNG where that admiral came on the Enterprise and asked Picard if he could promote him to admiral so he could send him back to run Starfleet Academy?
yeah, that's. Sorry, it took the second time you saying it for me to catch on, but yeah. No, when you're a captain, the whole point of being captain is that you're out there gaining the experiences.
Yeah, a captain is a field
That's-
grade officer.
Yeah,
Not field grade, that's-
it's the high. You could still be an admiral and run a ship.
Yeah.
And still be out in the field.
Normally
But
admirals they'll put their
captain is-
flag on a ship.
Yeah, and like captain is a level where you're running a ship and you're essentially trying to prove your merits as somebody that can negotiate, navigate battles, navigate all sorts of different situations. You've been proven to do so, and now you're really put to the test by being made captain. And so you're really out there in the fucking shit doing all this stuff for Starfleet. You can't be a captain at Starfleet Academy. You can be a guest speaker.
Yeah, but if you're the head of Starfleet Academy as a captain,
no, you're not a captain. You're admiral at minimum. Is there something above admiral?
Well, you have different admiral ranks. You have rear admiral, vice admiral, admiral.
Yeah. But still, no, captain. You're generally out in the field. You might be running a star base.
Yeah, but
at
in general,
level, but you're still out there.
You command a starship. Sometimes you can be the head of a battle group.
Maybe a star base.
Well, I mean, like when Cisco was put in charge of Deep Space Nine, he was a commander. He got promoted to captain over the course of the show.
So yeah, I just double checked it. That's captain is a senior officer, not a flag officer. Admirals are flag officers, so you got to be a flag officer to do.
They put their flag on a ship.
Yeah.
We never said captains were flag officers.
There are two different types of rear admiral, the 1-star and the 2-star. Then there's vice, and then just admiral.
Yeah, it's often called a rear admiral lower half and a rear admiral upper half.
Yeah. And then there's fleet admiral, which is the, at least in the actual Navy, it's a wartime admiral that is above everyone.
But you also know, like, you get an idea by watching the show what each rank, what that job sort of entails, because of, like, how many times people turn down being captain because they want to stay on the Enterprise or something like that. Like Riker did that quite a bit.
Yeah, because he stayed a commander for a long time. Also, the one thing one of the scenes that I really liked about Star Trek Generations, it's not a good movie, but there's some parts of it I like. Kirk talking to Picard is like, so you're the captain of the Enterprise. He's like, yeah. And then he's like, planning on advancing. And he's like, hadn't really entertained the idea. And Kirk's like, good. Don't let them promote you. Don't let them transfer you. Because as long as you're on the bridge of that ship, you can make a difference.
Yeah. And boy, did Picard do so.
Because that was one of Kirk's biggest regrets, was getting promoted to admiral.
Yeah.
When more than anything, he just wanted to be on the Enterprise. He wanted to be out there.
Yeah, didn't he try to get demoted at one point?
Well, he did get demoted.
Yeah.
After the voyage home, he got demoted.
Yeah, so I'm not as familiar with the original series crew as I am with the other ones.
I love the movies. The movies were great.
I have cursory knowledge. By the way,
he ended up getting knocked back down to a captain as punishment for some things he did.
The show Lower Decks. Don't know if you guys have seen it, the animated one. Pretty funny.
Like I said, it's just not what I want out of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally
I'm
fine.
not looking
Totally
for
fine,
Family
but they're,
Guy on a Starfleet vessel.
I wouldn't say it's that, but whatever. Doesn't matter. There's just a funny bit in the show when they're talking about like Kirk and Spock and stuff like that. They call them TOS, but it stands for these old scientists. I don't know. I just think it's a funny
All right,
bit.
that's a little bit funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
to still call it TOS, but like.
Well, it's also it is
Yeah.
kind of respectful in a way because it's like
Yeah.
Spock was a science officer, but Kirk wasn't an idiot.
Mhm.
He was very intelligent. He
No,
was a
like-
very capable captain.
He was very brute force, but he wasn't an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back and watch the original series, like he's actually more diplomatic than people give him credit for. It's just that at the time that he was a captain, there was still a lot more hostility between the Federation and powers like the Romulans and especially the Klingons.
Considering Lower Decks was made in response to the Orville, I'm not surprised it was as jokey as it was.
The Orville got a lot less jokey after the first season.
Well, yeah, because that's how he had to sell it to Fox. It was very much, yeah, this is we're just it's Family Guy in space. We're doing a spoof off of Star Trek. It'll be fun. It'll be funny. So we have to load it with jokes. And then
It's fucking tragic, man. Like, you see the shit that Alex Kurtzman just keeps churning out, and it's like, we could have had Seth MacFarlane making Star Trek shows.
right? Like,
Yeah, because
holy fuck.
Seth MacFarlane. And I hate to
Because
say
if you
it
watch
because-
the Orville, he understands Star Trek.
Oh,
He knows what
absolutely.
it is. You can tell
That's
he
it.
cares.
That's the thing that I hate because there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of Family Guy. And there's a lot about Family Guy and like Cleveland Show and all of his other cartoon shows that he's done that I'm like, why is this still going? And then like I see some of the movies that he makes. I like several of them. And I'm like, you're kind of recycling jokes from your own fucking cartoon right now. And then I see the Orville, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. You actually understand Star Trek quite a bit.
Well, it's also, you can tell with the Orville that it's something that he actually cares about. Seth
Yeah.
doesn't care about Family Guy anymore. He hasn't cared about making that show for a long time, and it shows.
I don't think he.
It's
other
just a
than doing some
contractual
voices, I don't think
obligation.
he's been in it. He hasn't even been in the writers' room for a long time. He just does voices.
I say it's literally just a contractual obligation because Family
Yeah.
Guy keeps printing money for Fox.
Honestly,
That's
the
why I like Star
Orville.
Like when American Dad first got started. When American Dad first got started, like the jokes were a lot snappier. They were a lot higher quality. You could tell that Seth actually cared more about writing that show than he did Family Guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, the
something new.
main reason the Orville ended up ending, I'm pretty sure. I mean, theoretically, we could have a season 4, but what are the fucking chances? But one of the main reasons for that is Seth was very strict about he's the one writing every episode. He's the one making these jokes. Like, stuff can change on set, and if it doesn't change on set, it's because they don't have their eyes open to the possibilities. But in the writer's room, it was just Seth.
He just wanted to make a movie though, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'll make a TV show," and I respect that.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I would love to see more Orville, but I also think where they ended it was really good.
Cool. I haven't seen the end. I've only seen like a few episodes here and there, and I'm like, yeah,
So
It feels Star Trek, but a little more jokey, but still Star Trek.
Well, season 1 has a lot of jokes that hit, but it's also got a lot of jokes that just feel like they're ham-fisted in there. Because, I mean, like I said, he sold it to the network as,
it's how he got
this
the
is
show
a comedy.
greenlit, basically.
It's a comedy version of Star Trek. It's how he got it greenlit, exactly. So
But season
he had
2,
to throw in those jokes.
once it was established, it's like, okay, I'm going to do what I actually want to do with this show.
Yeah. God, I now I want to rewatch the Orville.
But I have to get this out.
Yeah, keep going, because I know you have another complaint. Sorry, sir. I have to say, you should have expected this from us.
No. No, but I said, like, this is why, like, I'm kind of, I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to do the one that I know is going to piss everybody off.
Okay.
So they have, like in the trailer, like, they have a whole...
for Academy.
It's literally Member This, the Star Trek trailer. That's the entire trailer is fucking Member This. At one point, like, they have, like, a lesson on Captain Sisko. And, like, it has, like, the silhouette of Captain Sisko, but his face is blacked out. You don't actually see his face. It's blacked out.
You're making a black man go blackface? That's fucking insane.
Well, no, it's because in order to use Avery Brooks' face, they would have to pay him royalties. And Avery Brooks has publicly been very critical of Alex Kurtzman in modern Star Trek.
I'd like to see more of that.
So that almost felt like a snub to me. It's like, yeah, we're just including you because it might get people to watch this.
No, that drove me away even more than I already was, and I wasn't planning on watching it.
They're like,
now I'm planning on actively not watching.
I haven't seen.
And I'm not going to talk about I'm not going to talk about the ratio of women to men in the trailer and how it's suspiciously kind of skewed to one side.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm watching the
Whatever.
trailer right now.
But no, there's a point in the trailer where you have, like, a line of people standing, and there's, like, a bunch of names on a wall. And it's, like, a bunch of, like, names of, like, former Starfleet officers and shit.
Real quick. I'm watching the trailer right now. I'm about 20 seconds in. The blonde woman at the beginning, I don't like how she sits in that captain's chair.
Neither do I.
It's very sheepish. And doesn't feel like she belongs there. If you are awarded captain, you belong there.
You also have to take into account that this is set in the same kind of timeline as STD.
Okay. All right, you keep going with what you were talking about with names on the walls and stuff. I'm only seeing visual stuff right now.
So there's a point, like, midway through the trailer, like almost midway through the trailer, where they have a bunch of fucking names of, like, former officers and stuff on the wall. It's literally just like, remember this? Because they have a bunch of names that you recognize. And one of them...
James T. Kirk Pavilion.
One of them leaped out at me. And this is in the future, mind you. This is some good deal of time after, you know, like Deep Space Nine and Voyager and, like, all those events and shit. So this is in the future.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got
One of the names on the wall is Lieutenant Nog.
Yeah.
Cadet Nog?
Lieutenant.
Fuck that, he was a captain.
That's you mean to tell me In his entire Starfleet career, Nog never made it past the rank of lieutenant. Fuck you.
Nog was so devoted to that fucking career. Bullshit.
I almost flipped my fucking table over when I
No,
saw that shit.
if you wanted Star Trek fans to freak out, put a little CPT there. Well, Captain.
Yeah, at least
Captain Nog. That would make DS9 fans go, "Oh fuck yeah, Nog made it to Captain. That's fucking dope."
Because
he tried so
Bashir
hard.
is
He tried so hard. He had everything going against him because Starfleet was all against the fucking Ferengi. So he had like no chance to even make it to lieutenant, let alone captain. If he made it captain, that's fucking insane. A Ferengi captain in Starfleet is nuts. That would have been so fucking cool to see a little CPT there.
Well, yeah, because like Bashir is also on that wall, and I think he's an admiral. He's like Admiral Bashir. It's like that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm also seeing Talara and
Lieutenant.
Hey, where's Dax? Where's
Fuck
Dax?
that, man. I mean, like, there are names that are not on there. Like, I noticed that, like, you know, I didn't see Kirk on there at any point. I didn't see O'Brien at any point.
There's somebody called Oma Bon Johnson. Alonzo Freeman. Admiral, by the way. Tom Paris. Come on. Fucking Nog.
Yeah,
Had
like,
to have made it captain by now.
You cannot tell me that in his entire career with Starfleet that he only made lieutenant. I don't fucking believe you.
At like 18 years old, Nog was making captain moves.
The only way I would accept Nog not being a captain is if the whole reason he didn't get there was because he went out like as a fucking war hero.
Or if he constantly refused it because he didn't... No, because he's a Ferengi. He would have tried to climb the ladder regardless. Never mind.
Yeah, like, as Rimshee said, like, the only thing that would make sense is if he died.
Yeah.
And if he died,
Are you
he's
telling
getting
me
his name on that
sucks?
wall because he's a fucking war hero as a lieutenant.
Yeah.
But, like, it literally just feels like, it's like, oh, Nog, people remember him. We'll just put him on the wall for the member berries. And it's like...
He's close to the center, too, and it's like the smallest name, too.
It's like, you can kiss my fucking ass, Alex Kurtzman.
Like, okay, I'm gonna make a situation that I could accept him being on that wall and only reaching lieutenant. He was still an ensign, and he was on a ship that either was destroyed because of conflict with, I don't know, something that they were conflicting with Borg, but it was there distracting the Borg while an entire planet was evacuated. And the reason he's on there is because it's a known fact the entire command structure got knocked out, and and it was basically a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off, and he's the one who stepped up and took charge in charge of the ship and kept everyone focused on their task while the planet was evacuated, or something like that.
Posthumously promoted to lieutenant.
Exactly. Because
basically he pulled what Picard did. Basically, he pulled something like Picard did on the Stargazer, but he didn't survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, like,
Nog becomes the captain. He's the only he's the only Ferengi that got their fucking erratic, annoying nonsense in check. That's
I said, like, it fucking tilted me, man. It fucking tilted me. It's like,
I get
you
it.
clearly didn't
That's
care.
40.
You just put him there on that wall because people might have recognized it. Was like, oh man, I should watch this show now. And you did a huge disservice, a massive disrespect to one of my favorite characters in Deep Space Nine, who had one of the best fucking arcs on the whole show.
Can't argue with that statement.
Fuck.
We got stuck on a Star Trek argument.
Hey, but somebody's offering us the best viewers on StreamWho.com.
Kill yourself.
Banhammer.
Be gone, bot. Yeah. So I didn't like the trailer.
Yeah, so
For a
I got another
multitude of
30 seconds.
reasons.
I got another 30 seconds in. I had this conversation with my parents. Because we've been watching Strange New Worlds together. I do actually like the show now. Going into the show though, it is shot too cinematically. I fucking hate it. I hate how it's all filmed. I hate how it's all shot. It doesn't need to be fully cinematic. It's a show. Let it just
Also,
be a show.
I'm just going to be
And-
extremely petty for a second. I don't like that the Klingon has a fruity fucking head ridge piercing.
I hold on. I'm only 1:04 in this trailer. Does he have it? I haven't seen a head ridge piercing.
He's got a ring piercing in one of his ridges. It looks fucking... Ugh.
Oh, it looks
if
like they're
that's the
trying
case,
to make.
They're very, very humanized.
Is the captain supposed to be? Oh, hold on.
We gotta wrap this up because I gotta go make dinner.
Okay,
On the shitty
yeah,
fucking
sorry.
paintball body armor that they have at one point in the trailer too. God,
I'm
I fucking hate
gonna.
this shit.
Here's the thing. You guys know me. I'm gonna give it a shot regardless. I'm probably gonna hate it. But I love to hate things. But I also love to love things. It's important to find out the things that you love and the things that you hate. And with that, we've been your Lesser Saints of Discord. Everybody have a great night.
Hi, everybody. Fuck you, Alex Kurtzman.